So let's start out with Mr. Cornucopia. This guy is probably about 16 by 12 across here. You'll also need what's called a double design bowl. And then you'll need a block of oasis. So maybe your instinct would be to use this whole thing, maybe just like this. Well, it's not going to fit into the cornucopia very well. If you look at this, it is divided into 3 different blocks. You can got this line for half, but then typically these little 3. What I want to use is actually just 2 of these blocks. So I'm going to take my wet oasis and I'm going to cut this in half. I've already soaked it, and I do have a little video that shows you how to properly soak your oasis, and we can put a little tab up there for that. So what I'm going to do now is lay them side by side, just like that. Lift it and put it right into my design ball. Give it a nice press. It is secure, but of course we're going to tape it even more. Okay, now is when we're going to use our 1/4 inch tape. And what I'm going to do is wrap it around this way and then wrap it around lengthwise. I want to make sure that the whole thing is secure. We're using some pretty heavy materials in this design, and I want to make sure that it stays secure. Okay, we're going to wrap it all the way around. I don't want this going anywhere. You want to make sure that it all stays in this container. And probably what I'm going to do is go a little offside so that I've got control over the majority of this end here, because this is going to stick in to the cornucopia. Okay, now this is going to be a little bit fiddly. What I want to do is secure my design ball into my cornucopia, and we have our little chenille stems. I've got that all tied together, and from underneath I'm going to slip one in and then come over maybe about 1.5 inches and stick that in and pull it up, and that weight is going to keep his little horn up. What I like to try to do is tie it around that piece of tape right there as much as possible so it doesn't sink into the oasis too badly. All right, there we go. Now for delivery purposes, you're going to have to hold both of them, but it is pretty secure. All right, let's get started with some flowers.